I like to think this show literally just made fun of every show who thinks all people in this era act like the quote-unquote millennials. Oh, well, my name's Fox Mantel, and I'm Fox, and welcome to another DuckTales review. DuckTales review! That's stupid. But these were episodes House of the Lucky Gander and Infernal Internship Marks of Mark Beaks. Which we'll get to the first one, which is the House of the Lucky Gander. Which basically, I think they had either China or Japan. I think it's China. The group heads back in, and FYI, Scrooge is back. But yes, I do kind of wish there would have been a little bit more spaced out between Lena episodes and Scrooge episodes. Like maybe put one of these episodes in between the last two Lena episodes, but either way, the show is still freaking awesome, and I do like that. You know, I'm hearing David Tennant again, but and seeing this Scrooge, even though he only appears very minimalistic in the second episode. First one he appears a lot more. First one he does, but basically the group heads to China, and where they have to go help. I believe it's Donald's brother. I think it's the kid's uncle still, so I'm assuming it's Donald's brother. But who turns out to apparently be the luckiest duck on Earth. He's the luckiest duck on Earth, and he's the luckiest duck on Earth. And not only that, apparently Donald is the worst duck on Earth. Where this guy is apparently always finding $20 bills, being lucky, and Donald can never get a break, and he's always hurting with his luck. Basically they go because Gander calls saying, I need help. But he doesn't seem to need help. But it turns out that and the kids are like, okay, then let's just, hang around this casino, because the thrills of this casino that they're in is so tempting. And Scrooge goes, no, we have to go find this luck. We gotta go see the golden cricket. So that only happens every 150 years or 50 years. But he keeps getting sidetracked by this dragon guy. Finally, they do escape, and then it turns out that Gander's actually, I guess, locked to this Chinese vampire of luck that owns this casino and basically is feeding off of the natural luck of Gander. So Scrooge, finally happy to get into an adventure and not be stuck around in a casino, says, "All right, I'm gonna make a deal with you. If I win one of your challenges or whatever, you let us go. If not, whatever. And then sure, but you don't actually get to do it. It has to be against Gander and Donald, because Donald has the worst luck." Then of course you have the whole thing. Which I'm just thinking, okay, Gander, if you want Donald to win. Which again, this guy has uncommonly good luck. Like, he will, at like the end of this episode, he will walk outside and a random golden yacht will appear and a girl will say, hey, I'll sell you this yacht for $20, and he just so happened to find $20 like a couple minutes earlier. Some random crap like that. But, Gander and Donald have like a race to the finish line. But Gander's walking there, his luck is guiding him. But I'm just thinking, Gander, you could just stop walking and make this guy lose. But, But Donald goes through the roughest times, hardest trek, different path. He almost gets eaten, but only because of his grand determination and, people believing in him. Because basically Huey, Dewey, and Louie basically said, like, yeah, Donald's not the greatest uncle. And he's scared. He's not the coolest either. But they do believe in him towards the end, saying like, "You're so stubborn. You'll keep on going. No matter how bad it is." I'm like, yeah. I honestly, if you had to pick between Gander and Donald, I would rather pick Donald. A couple things. One, Gander, yeah, he's super lucky, but Donald has probably way more skills than Gander does, as well as being, you know, the one who actually got the adventure with Scrooge, which I would say is pretty much luckier. Then again, he probably lost his sister, but yeah. But in any case, so basically, Donald wins after he invokes Donald Rage. Literally, a magical tiger runs at him. He roars at the tiger disappears, and he activates his rage mode, which I love because that's something that's. I remember that more in the original ones, and I remember that in like the original Donald Duck cartoons, which I know they still play it up like him getting angry like in his newer incarnations and stuff. Like even in Kingdom Hearts, you see him get angry and, you know, chase people around. But in this one, you see, I like how they followed how the old cartoons used to do it, where like he would go all red, his eyes would go like circular, and then the little pupils on the inside, and then he would just go, like it feels like this is literally like the original Donald Duck, and I love that. I really do love that. Like that's basically his major ability or skill is that rage mode, and he uses the rage mode, busts through the maze, wins. Then they're about to let go, but they said, "Oh, but the vampire goes, oh, but Gander is still mine." And he goes, "No, you should take Donald. He has better luck. Because technically he's the luckiest." And the vampire goes, "You're right." Puts the chain around Donald's neck and goes, "Ow." They leave, and they're like, Louie's like, "How could you do that to Donald?" 3, 2, 1. Throws Donald out and goes, "He has the worst luck ever." Casino falls on top of the bad guy. And that was freaking fun. that episode is just freaking great. Also, the golden cricket, again, they say apparently that it's supposed to be the golden cricket that Scrooge wants to get to. The reason why he wants to leave his casino, and the reason why they actually originally came to China after this, is because there is a cricket that's supposed to, it only comes up 50 years, and it's supposed to can teach you the secrets of the universe. But right after the episode ends, there's just him looking at a cricket curve, and he's like, "We can go now." Not to mention, Launchpad had his own adventure off screen with a love interest and, like, I don't know, some kind of fighting in China. And all I could think was, one, Launchpad is cool, and I would at some point like to see what happened during that story. But on the flip note of that, I don't want that to be the next episode. I want to follow Scrooge and everyone else. It's too early for a Launchpad episode. Especially not this tiger. Also, I love when the vampire gives Dewey a tiger, and Scrooge is, "You can't just give a kid a tiger, especially this one." Well, this kid a tiger. I just asked someone for the exit. Insane anger roar. Donald's awesome. Yeah, Donald is freaking awesome. That's something I wrote. All right, so next is the infernal internship of Mock Beaks, which I was trying to place down what his name was, and most likely it's a joke on something. I was thinking Steve Jobs. No. The guy who made Windows. I can't remember his name. I don't think that's it. Maybe it's supposed to joke on the guy who made Facebook. I don't know. I don't know that guy's name, so I have no idea. But basically, Scrooge and Gloomgold were having a staring contest in the billionaire club. But the Steve Jobs, I guess, pops in and goes, "Hey, I'm going to be a new billionaire soon too, and like I'll be here, whatever." And basically, he doesn't like that Scrooge and Gloomgold just really don't give a crap about him, and he just goes, "Well, fine, screw you guys. I'm just gonna leave." But apparently, Huey is amazed from this guy. Says, "Take me with you. Let me take me with you." And the guy's, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Makes him basically an internship, as well as Dewey, who says he wants to become rich. So then basically we mostly follow Huey and Dewey as they try to become an internship. While also that this guy, and also I forgot to mention, this guy is becoming a billionaire because he apparently is going to sell one of the greatest things ever. It's something you'll never think of, but something you already know, or something like that. It's called Ta-Da! And I'm not gonna lie, the twist ending in this is so evil, yet so brilliant. I'm just like, what the fuck? I won't say you're the greatest villain, but by God, you're probably one of the most evilest ones. Jesus. But basically, it's like a Google type of place. This guy's company where like they have trampolines and slides and all those dream things you hear about in Google's places saying like we don't believe in this stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, I wish the rest of the world was kind of like that. But so basically they become Internship. They try to mark a checklist of answering phone calls, getting food, and all this bull crap. But while this is all going on, a suit-dressed, buff, Falcon-looking dude walks in, saying that he's gonna steal all of his company's secrets, and basically tells Beaks to tell him where Ta-Da is so he can steal it for his employer. Sorry, this then leads to Beaks taking this guy, which FYI has a remarkable. Which FYI, I'm looking at this guy. I'm just like, the Falcon guy and Toffee from Star Versus should really get together because those two seems like they would have a lot to talk about. The idiots they used to work for. But basically, these groups, these guys, he leads them around in some kind of freaking. He leads them around saying, "Oh look, this is all of my stuff, and I'm showing all this because you don't want to make anyone alarmed." And FYI, this guy's gone to like 5 phones because this Falcon guy keeps breaking them, saying, "Stop screwing around and just take me to the thing." And basically, things happen. Huey becomes the intern, but Dewey, because he brought a suitcase that he can't open. He is made elected vice president of the company. And again, they are then taken to Ta-Da after the Falcon's like, "You just take me to it so I can leave." Takes him to Ta-Da, which is nothing. It is nothing at all. The idea was to hype up an item or something that does not exist, and then have people invest in that company to then say that this guy stole it all. That way he keeps all the money and everything, and this company still goes up and he's still a billionaire. And I'm just like, that is so evil, yet so smart. And again, this guy is literally the stereotypical millennial. Never gets off his phone. And again, I'm saying millennial, not saying like not saying like people are millennials and bullcrap like that. No, I'm saying the stereotype of it. Like, do you have any stereotype of anything else like that? And then always on his phone, always like doing, let me take a selfie, the bull crap, and it's so annoying. Like I think the only thing he didn't do was a dab. At one point. But basically, the Falcon gets fed up with him, is going to kill him. Huey and Dewey have to save this guy's butt. And this guy literally, what is it? Huey grabs the guy's phone, says he's a butt face on his social media. People are trending it. He throws the phone off the building, and Beaks, this freaking dumb idiot who owns this company, jumps out after this phone and goes, "No!" Grabs the phone, goes, #YOLO. And I am beating myself over the head like, you are so goddamn stupid. Of course he doesn't die either. There's trampoline, so he bounces on a trampoline and slams his face on the ground. Even though they do hint at that he will die, because Gloomgold and Scrooge were having a plan to try to get rid of him, but Scrooge is like, I didn't want to kill him, and it turns out Gloomgold was just trying to screw over Scrooge anyways. Where basically, it seemed like Lungo's gonna get him killed. Beaks killed. But yeah, like, this guy is such a stereotypical millennial. I'm so happy that he just kind of gets screwed over in the end because I dislike him so goddamn much. I hate the stereotype of millennial, at least. And I just him jumping, like, I literally put in my goddamn notes. Let's see. Was it, how far in was it? I said, die, just die. Ice cream slapping. Oh yeah, when there was a funny bit where this guy keeps slapping ice cream out of the beak guy's hand. And vice president. Oh yeah, and he texts Yolo right before he died. I freaking hate him. That was the stupid. Mind you, again, in any other hands, if this show was in any other hands, that would have been the hero. That would have been Powerpuff Girls or Teen Titans Go. But no, this, I feel like this was like a hit against, again, the stereotype of millennials, as well as a hit against the all those shows who do remakes like that, who have those stupid millennial characters. And I'm very happy I'm kind of happy that happened, because I dislike that character so goddamn much. But yeah, I like this show. I love this show so goddamn much. I don't know. The writing is fun. The adventures are great. And I really hope I can make something just as fun as this show is. Because it is so goddamn fun. It doesn't feel like it's getting stale. I have yet to see a bad episode. And I think there's only like 9 episodes in the season, which... Alright, sweet. Because I gotta see how many Star Versus ones are. Because Star Versus can have 9 episodes, but in each of those episodes there's two 11-minute episodes. So 9 episodes is then stretched out to 18. And Steven Universe is in a similar fashion where you can have 18 of them and it's probably about the same amount as it might cost about the same amount as having 8 shows. But yeah, I just love this. I love these adventures. They're so goddamn fun. It's paced so well, and because I never get bored with these. And it always has a great joke. This is, again, one of the better shows that came back with a remake. Samurai Jack, fudge, yeah, even though the ending, I am going to say, was very lacking, the end of Samurai Jack. Even though I gave it a glowing review when I first watched it, yeah, it's not the greatest ending. At least the very end isn't. But yeah, this show so far has been hitting all marks for me. Again, Steven, again, maybe it is too early to say that, but Steven Universe, yeah, there are some episodes, mostly Ronaldo episodes, I hate. I hate just seeing Ronaldo, and the same hate I have for Ronaldo, I just noticed transfers straight over to this idiot, whatever Beaks Jobs. It just transferred right over. I think I just hate that kind of character. But yeah, and then like Starverse is probably a better one right now. Starverse is, there are a ton of episodes in there and a ton of things in that show where I'm just like, yeah, you're screwing this up. You're really screwing this up. You're kind of losing me a bit. You're screwing this up. This show has not had that yet. All the characters are extremely likable, except the one character I effing hate, Steve Beaks. The Toffee freaking Falcon dude's freaking awesome. And this show is just great. I keep saying that every episode because it is. Show is amazing. Show is awesome. I highly recommend this again. Next will be just a single episode, and then I'll be going single from there on, which I think there's only 2 episodes left technically, because there's this one, the one that's after this, and then there is this Christmas one. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching the videos that I've done. Links are on my description, ones around there somewhere, and we will see you later. Life is like a hurricane. If you say YOLO, I'll beat you with my cane. Yes, I will. Oh.